Lil Rel, man, this movie is incredible. It's so layered. It's so good. And this concept is very original, and it's surprisingly very thought-provoking. When you read the original script, what jumped out at you, and how much of that changed along the way?
A lot of it didn't change from the first script. I mean, it's a creative process. So Ryan and Sean was always, redoing things, rewriting things. But what I loved about it, honestly, was the heart of it. Outside of like an opportunity to work with Ryan Reynolds, one of the things me and Sean Levy talked about was, man, it was so much heart in it. I like doing stuff with heart in it. I don't know if anybody has noticed the pattern of heartfelt moments I have in most of my films, and all the movies I love have that in it. I just love that. And then I love how it had all these different genres in it, right? So You got comedy, you got romance, and you got action in it. And I don't know if you could have casted this movie better.
I agree.
For real. Like, it's so interesting. When you read a script, it's one thing, but then when you see it, like Jodie is so good in it. Like the way she switches back in and out of both worlds, it's just fascinating. It's like this was a great cast, man. Like everybody, I can go down the line, but I was impressed by a lot. And it comes from the leadership. Ryan Reynolds he's a great, dope leader, man, who's very creative and he's just dope.
Now, Buddy's one of the most genuine characters in the film. How did you incorporate that into your performance, and what did you want to bring to Buddy that wasn't necessarily on the page?
Sean was saying to me a lot of the time, especially before we started, of just playing it innocent. You got to play Buddy like he doesn't know. He just see things for what it is. That's all he knows, and he's okay with it. He's okay. That's all he knows. He don't need to know anything else. And I think that innocence is what's so even me and Guy's friendship, because we both, it just is innocence on that.
Right.
And so when Sean was like, you got to play it innocent, even when I rewatch it now, because it's so crazy, I do these different characters, and I'm like, yeah, I had to get in the innocent place with this one. Like, this was like, which was good too, because I remember, it was like a dad set.
Right,
I had my kids on set, Ryan had his daughters, Sean, his daughters in the movie, so the innocence actually helped me kind of not necessarily deal with my children better, but in a way, yeah. But that was one of our funnest summers, just because it was just very imaginative and just very innocent. But that's from a lot of times, you play these characters, you kind of start living it.
Right.
What I'm saying? So I had to walk around with this innocence on me for a summer, and that's what it was.
It's amazing, and then what if Buddy got the glasses instead of Guy? What would be the difference?
You know what I think Buddy may do is very interesting. I think Buddy would have bought some extra coffee or something. Because it's because I love when Guy discovers that, he's getting money now and he's figuring out how to do that. And then I also wondered too, would Buddy have been a bit even though he was a good person, would he have done all the stuff Guy would turn into like a hero and being nice. I don't know if Buddy would have did that.
Just get an extra cup of coffee.
Buddy would have got an extra cup of coffee, one car, and just been not driving around.
I love it, man. Lil Rel, I appreciate your time. I love the friendship between Buddy and Guy. It's like the heart of the movie, or at least a piece of the heart of the movie. But the film is so good, man. It's so layered, man. I appreciate your time. Thank you so much.
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much.